If you're in the market for a new Golf GPS or a laser rangefinder, then I believe ShotScope are the best company around. I've been using their products for quite a while, and what drew me to their products was the performance tracking. It was about 2 years ago. I'd heard about this performance tracking where you can buy a GPS product. You put little caps on every one of your golf clubs, and it collects your data while you play, and you get your strokes gained. It's very, very valuable. In fact, if you're a golfer, it doesn't matter what level you play at now, if you're a golfer that wants to get better and you're serious about improvement, the strokes gained data, is, in my opinion, essential. And there's nothing on the market like ShotScope, in my opinion, because the prices are reasonable and you get the stroke. There's other products that you can collect your own data and stats and then input your data after, and you get your strokes gained, but you've got a lot of work to do that yourself. Or there's other things on the market that maybe you can put caps on your clubs, but they're more expensive, that type of thing. So for the value that you get, I don't think you can beat ShotScope. So what drew me to them was the performance tracking. So I went out 2 years ago and I bought the H4, which is, I don't like wearing a watch generally, so I bought the H4, which is a little handheld device. It comes, you can actually put it on your belt clip, you can put it on your bag, it's a little magnet. So that was what I started with, and it was after I bought this, I then noticed that they have like an ambassador program for, maybe guys like myself that are golf coaches in the industry. So I did apply to go on their ambassador affiliate program, and I got accepted. And I'm still using that one, so I've been using that for a while. And then it was a few months after, I think, that they released a new product that was like their kind of maybe like their flagship product. It was the X5 watch. So I thought, okay, I'll maybe just have to sack it up and wear a watch. So started using the X5 watch. It's a touchscreen watch. It is really, really good. And I did stop using the H4 at that point, and I've been using that ever since. So if you are in the market for something like this, I do strongly recommend the X5. It is brilliant. Or they brought out a new product this year, the V5. I've actually got one of these now, and it is very similar to the X5. It's actually a little bit cheaper, and the difference is it doesn't do touchscreen. So, and that, I wouldn't say that's a hugely important factor, the touchscreen or not having touchscreen. So the V5 might be a very good watch for you as well. Either or, I'm sure you can't go wrong with either one of these products. If you're not interested in the performance tracking, they have got watches that just are GPS watches, and they would be great as well if you just want a GPS watch. But I would go for the performance tracking. So one thing you can see in the box here, they've got hole maps. Like when you're at a golf course you've never played before, those hole maps on the tee, you can have a quick look at the layout of the hole in your watch. Stuff like that's really good. But as I said, the performance tracking is second to none. Really good. You might have to do a little bit yourself, a little bit of post-round editing, which I quite enjoy doing actually, because while you're doing it, because it's not a perfect system. It's pretty good though, but you might occasionally miss a shot, or it said you were in a fairway bunker when you were just outside the fairway bunker, or vice versa. So sometimes a wee bit of editing to do. For putting, I do believe you should pace out your putts or have a good idea of knowing, right, I had a 30-foot putt and then I had like a 3-foot putt. It's GPS. No GPS in the world is going to be accurate to the foot. So it might say that you had a 20-foot putt and a 6-foot putt. It can get it a wee bit wrong on that. So I like to pace out my putts. Doesn't need to take long. You can either pace it when you're walking to your ball after you've put your bag at the side of the green or whatever, or you can pace it after you putt when you're walking to the hole. And you get used to doing these things. It's dead easy. And the reward is you get proper, accurate strokes gain data on your putting, which to me is hugely important. The best thing it's actually done for my game, even though I'm a putting coach, was help my iron play. I used to think I was not a good iron player. Well, I used to say it was the weakness in my game, always has been. I've never felt like I'm get brilliant contact. So I've generally always said, yeah, iron play, approach play is my weakness. And then I would play around the golf and I would look at my data afterwards, And before I looked at the data, if someone said, oh, how did you hit your irons today? I was like, not great, not great. 1 or 2 all right shots, a few bad ones. Yeah, just pretty poor. And then it would tell me that actually my data was good. My stats were pretty solid. And I was like, oh, right, actually hitting a 7-iron to 45 feet, even though it might not have felt that good a strike, it's actually a pretty good shot. So I learned that the expectations were maybe too high. Just because you didn't flush the contact and hit a 7-iron to 10 feet, it doesn't mean it's not statistically a good shot. So that helped me realize I'm actually a better iron player than I thought I was, and I actually firmly believe, since then I've become an even better player because it's relaxed me when I've got a 6-iron or whatever in my hand, knowing you don't need to fire this into 10, 15 feet for it to be a good shot. So I'm actually more likely to fire it into 10, 15 feet because of that. So that's what helped my game. Might help you more with other areas of the game. Final point, I also use their premium laser. It is excellent. I had the same laser for about 12 years and it just packed in about a year ago. So I did get their Pro ZR, which is their premium one, and it is really good. I have no problems with it. Gets the targets easily. It's got things like slope and stuff as well if you want to use that in practice. Obviously illegal in tournament play, but I strongly recommend. Comes in a very good case as well. It's keep it nice and safe. But yeah, excellent laser, really easy to use, and it is great. There is a much cheaper laser that I'm told is also very good. So if you're looking for a value laser, you could go for the cheaper product. That is the Pro ZR, but the other one is supposed to be very, very good as well for the money. So either laser would be fine, I'm sure. And yeah, as I said, I'd go for the X5 or the V5 watch. If you really don't like wearing a watch, the H4 is good. If you're the sort of person that loses things, so be careful. I didn't lose it, but it's small and you have to be careful with it. But that's all I would say. But yeah, great products. And final point before I go, I have a discount code for you. The code ROSSPUTT, ROSSPUTT, will get you 15% off anything on the ShotScope website. And another thing is, they occasionally run sales. If there is a sale on, you will nearly always get that discount on top of the sale price. So that is really good time to buy if there's a sale on. Things like Black Friday, they'll do a sale. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But as I said, the prices on these things are very reasonable anyway. Plus you get your 15% off using the code ROSSPUTT. And then if you catch them when there's a sale on, even better. All right. Any questions, please let me know. Can't recommend these products enough. Thanks very much.